Hey, what's up guys? This is Delvin with Diverse Forward Research. I've been getting a lot of questions about how to properly install tire letters. So we're gonna go ahead and do that today for you guys. There's a few things that you'll need to install tire letters. It's gonna be some tape, a wire brush, a little pan to put the isopropyl alcohol in. You're gonna need your tire letters. You're also going to need something to wipe the alcohol off, and you're gonna need some glue. The glue that we're using today is Extreme Grip Flexible Tire Letter Bond from Tread Designs. I'll link their Instagram and the link below. I just put this on here because I used it last night and I did one of the letters, and I was like, you know what, before I get the other one done, let me go ahead and show you guys how to properly do it. So let's get started. So we're gonna take some alcohol. This is a squeeze type, and we will put just a little bit inside the pan right here. That's enough. You don't need a lot. I kind of already cleaned this tire off, but when you get tires that are brand new, they'll have usually this kind of, like, I won't call it dirt, I think it's more of a mold release. So we'll go ahead and take our brush right here, dip that in. This tire is already clean, but let's get this a little bit cleaner for you guys. So we'll go around the whole tire. Once we go around the whole tire, we'll go ahead and take this right here, and you can see that right there, that just came off. So we want to get all that type of stuff off. So we'll go around this tire one last time, since we're gonna get ready to apply the letters on the tire. The tires that we have today are Federal 595 RSRs. These are actually going on the track Civic. I can't show you guys the Civic yet. That will be revealed in the upcoming vlogs. But here are the wheels that will go on the Civic. So let's go ahead and get all this all cleaned up, and we'll get started. Now that the tire is nice and clean, what we do next is take off these little pokey things that are on the tires. You can kind of pull them off. If not, you grab a razor blade. Be careful not to cut yourself. That's going to allow the tire letter to sit nice and flush on there. I've already removed them from this tire. So now we're going to go ahead and place the tire letters on the tire and properly space them.
Perfect.
So now we have the tire letters on here. Now it's time to properly space the tire letters. As we properly space the tire letters, we're gonna go ahead and grab this tape. It doesn't take much. We're gonna put just a little piece of tape right there, right there, right there, right there to hold it. That way when we're gluing it, we could peel them back, glue it, place it down, and it won't lose its place. So we'll get started on that. I went ahead and taped them off camera. As you can see, this and this is real close compared to this and this. So the cool thing about taping them is that, again, they'll stay in place. So all you got to do is just go ahead and make your your adjustments. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this whole word over that way just to get a little bit more space over here. And then we should be ready to start gluing these things down. Some people have been asking if you need transfer tape. You really don't need the transfer tape. The glue isn't instant bond and it's kind of jelly, so you'll see once you glue it you can actually like move the letters around. So if you don't like how it's sitting or whatnot, you have time to make necessary adjustments. And the line I'm going off of is just this line right here. You could actually use you could put tape down if you really want. It's not necessary. I'm just going off that line. And that's real consistent right there. Now we have all the tire letters properly spaced on the tires. So we're gonna go ahead and start gluing them down. We're just gonna spread the glue all over it. Don't go too thick because you don't want it to smush out from the sides and you have to clean it up. It's not hard to clean up, but that's just something extra you might not have to do. So usually what I do is I go ahead and spread it like that, and I'll let it sit for a second. So while that's sitting, I'm gonna get this one done. So now we're gonna go ahead and close that. We're gonna firmly press down. The ends will wanna lift on you, but firmly press down for the first time. That way you spread the glue evenly and you make sure it's making good contact to the surface. So it might wanna lift on you, that's fine. And it's okay if you get a little glue on here, it literally rubs off, so don't worry about that. So we're gonna go to this side. I'm gonna go ahead and press that down firmly. Make sure it has good contact with that. And you could twist it up like this on your fingers and it'll come off. So you get some time to play with it. Oh. Jump on this one now. Spread that. Then we're just gonna go ahead and move down the tire. As you're moving down the tire, periodically check on these and press them back down before the glue 100% dries up. Make sure they'll start sticking more and more and more as the glue starts to cure. So periodically come back and press them down. Okay, so we're all done here for now. What we're gonna do is just double check that we had everything sticking down. So we're gonna check all the edges of everything and just kind of like that R was still up because we just glued it. But we're gonna go ahead and press everything down. Not to the point to where you're flushing the glue from up under the letter. Just give it just sit it back down. That's all it takes. Just set it back down. You don't want the glue to come from up under the letters. You just want to make sure that it's making contact. Everything looks good, and again, this little glue stuff, you could kind of clean it up after, but you gotta wait till it completely dries before you try to remove it. So we're walking around, everything looks good. There's glue on top of the letters right there, so look at this. Watch it come off. So we get that in focus. Well, hopefully you guys see it right there. See that? It wipes right off. That's the cool thing about the tire letters from Tread Designs, is that you can actually see that they're slick. So glue, dirt, nothing sticks to them, and that's good for cleaning things off of it. So we got a lot of glue on this one. You can barely see it because it's white, but this one has a lot of glue on it, all right here. I wonder if I can get it for you. This would be a good example to take it off. All right, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this. That's all it takes. You see that? It's coming right off. I don't want to play with this too much. I just wanted to show you guys that if you do get some of the tire bond on there, it'll come right off. I don't know for any other brand, but I do know when it comes to Tread Designs, this glue and their tire letters, it will remove off of the letters perfectly fine. Now we're gonna go ahead and let this dry up and clean up the glue from around the letters. While we're waiting for that, I've already got one perfectly done, so I'll go ahead and show you guys the one that I've got completed. Before we get too far, I wanted to show you guys how I store this glue. We got a little extra left inside this container. So what I usually do, since there's glue on the tip already, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me get this camera in focus. So with that glue being on the tip, I take this blue type of netted shop towel and I just simply go over it just like that, and that seals the glue up because it's rubber contact glue. So with that being right there on the tip, that'll actually seal the glue up, and I've stored this glue for days with it being like that. So I just wanted to show you guys that you can store this glue. I'm gonna go ahead and take the tape off of this, off our letters. For cleanup of the excess, what you're gonna do is just get yourself a razor blade. Be careful not to poke yourself, and trim around the edge of the letters. Don't make sure you don't cut your letters. Take your time. Once you get it nice and kind of away from the letters, you can kind of take your finger and it'll roll right off of the tire. And if you take too much off, just grab your glue again, go around it, and you'll be fine. This is what the finished product looks like, guys.